All right, ladies and gentlemen, so now I'm going to continue going back to question 1. In question 1, have you noticed one of the things that they ask you is a babysitter earns $8 an hour. So I want you to immediately think of yourself in a situation. If you are tutoring someone or babysitting someone, you're going to get paid by the hour. And if that is the case, then let me see here. $8 an hour. That is the key. Now, the 2 children is superfluous information. You could babysit 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, 4 children. So the case in point, it's irrelevant as far as the children is concerned. We just know that for every hour you babysit, you get $8 an hour for babysitting those 2 children. And the additional value that they give you is a $3 tip when the 2 kids are put to bed on time. So the 2 children is not really important. What's important is really that it's 8 times some hour. So let's call that hour X. So I'm already thinking about this, 8X plus 3, where X is the number of hours that you babysit. Now, the number of children could be relative, right? So that we're not going to focus on that. They try to trick you with questions C and D by including the 2 in the equation, but that's irrelevant. Remember, this goes back to the equation where we look at mx plus b. I don't know if you remember going back to y equals mx plus b, where b is your $3 tip, x is the number of hours that you are babysitting, and m is the amount per hour that you get paid. The 2 children is irrelevant. It could be arbitrary. It could be 3 children, 4 children. It doesn't matter. That's what you agreed on. So that is the gist of this question. In any other question, remember that the m is your slope or the rate. It's very easy to remember that. This is always going to be a constant value. That's your tip amount. Okay? And so that's the gist of this question. Again, going back to looking at the question itself. Let me see if I can pop this open again. Notice in question B why it's not question B or answer B. They're not paying you $3 an hour. They're paying you $8 an hour. And X is the hours. So put an X in your mind wherever you see the rate. So it's 8X plus 3. So it's not B because, again, you're getting paid $8 an hour. No, and C is going to end up giving you 10X plus 3. That's not the question. And D is another nightmare where they just take the 3X and split it around. So you would have immediately eliminated B, C, and D because those are just ridiculous. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to skip over to number 2. And I'm going to talk to you about number 2. Let me see if I can copy this one and move it over to my other writing space. And we're going to do these 2 together just for the sake of saving a little bit of time, because I'm running out of time. All right, let's go back to the drawing board here. Now, in this question, they sort of torture you just a little bit. And let me show you how to look at this question and disassemble it. So they start you with the equation where they give you 3 parentheses x plus y is equal to y. And then they're saying that if x comma y is a solution to the equation, above, and y is not equal to 0. They want to know the ratio of x over y. That's what they're asking you. All right. So when I first saw this question, I thought, well, it seems pretty straightforward in the sense that you're looking at the values in terms of, let me see, this is number 1, number 2, let me see here. So you have 3x plus 3y equals to y, and mentally I'm thinking that if you distribute that and you get 3x plus 3y equal to y, then you end up with 3x is equal to negative 2y. And already you can see that if you were to solve for this, you would end up having, in this case, let's say I solve for x first. So I divide by 3 on both sides. I get x is equal to negative 2/3 y. And if I use this substitution, then this becomes negative 2/3 y over y. Technically, the y's would cancel out, and you're left with negative 2/3. You can kind of already see the behavior here. And so that's how you would approach a question like that. Simply substitute and solve. Pretty straightforward. All right, I'm going to do question 3 on a separate slide.